Hey everyone, it's your girl Najaam, Satyojata, Shiva, Shakthi, Phrsia. Welcome. I am doing another video for you guys, and this I want to talk about really quickly about a few things that I'm doing and that I'm offering. Okay, so if you're not following, please follow right now. Subscribe to my channel, my Instagram page, my Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, especially because I do videos over there as well. And so much more. Hello, Jackie J. Hello. So this video, I want to talk about some of my services and also the spiritual classes that I'm putting together, and just needed to see like how many are interested. Okay. So, if you don't know, I'm a spiritual life coach, health wellness consultant. I'm an intuitive reader, Reiki master. I am an author, and I've written a book called Kill Anxiety, Live Immensely. Hello, World Liberty TV. Good to see you. And so I have that background. And so I've been doing a lot in that world recently, and just really progressing in my own spiritual walk, my own spiritual journey. If you don't know, a lot of people have asked like, Naj, what are you? You know, you wear all kind of stuff on your forehead every day. What is up? Well, I am a Hindu, and I'm also coming into part of Hinduism as a Pat sannyas, and so I'm moving forward in that direction for my own spiritual process, my own spiritual journey, and I love it. I love what I'm learning. I love what I'm doing. I love that I'm exploring the spiritual side of me on a different level. If you don't know, I have studied basically all main religions. So that includes Christianity, Catholicism, Hinduism, Islam, and Buddhism, and then others in between. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Nature Forever. Hello, Super Sharpshooter. Thank you for joining me. And so I have been on this pathway since a kid, literally since a kid, and just really it comes natural to me. So it tells me from past readings I've had and past internal work that I've done this before. I've done this many times, right? On a spiritual journey, on a spiritual direction. And so I just wanted to reintroduce myself for those that are new, don't know who I am. Probably been seeing a lot of videos or things I post online. And so this is what I do, day in, day out, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, either spiritual research, helping other clients through spiritual life coaching. I do offer spiritual life coaching programs. Sometimes people want a one-on-one. You can get all kind of information online by yourself, but if you're like on this journey of change, of self-reflection, self-awareness, people who are looking for that find me. And a lot of times they want a personal, private coach, guide on their direction. So it's either changing a certain part of their life, whether they're going through a divorce or separating from a long-term partnership, just really feeling disconnected in their life, disconnected from what they think they are to who they're feeling inside. I get a lot of people who are transitioning from a religion, some that are, whether it's Christianity or whatever religion, because all of a sudden they are waking up on their own journey and things are not adding up to them. And so those type of people also find me for direction, for understanding. And how I work is removing the obstacles first. Those obstacles begin when you're a child. And a lot of times we bury a lot of those events, feelings, emotions. We put them in the back of the closet so that we don't see it anymore. You know, it's just like if you were moving and you put your stuff in storage and then you forget about it, right? You don't even remember you got stuff in the storage. You don't remember what you have in the storage until one day you're like, you know what? I need to get my stuff out of storage. And then you have to go through the process of taking the boxes out the storage container, right? And then you go through these memories and these triggers of, oh my God, I didn't remember I had this, or wow, I really kept that, and so forth. It's the same thing, but on a mental, emotional, spiritual level. And so I look at everything. I have another person that works with me on this as well. So we do going on your inside. We got to look on the inside before we can like leap to all the great stuff that you want to do for spirituality. And so this is how I work. Cutting, I'm almost like, I would say like Kali, or some people call me Morpheus. Some of them call me Sekhmet. All kinds of names are given to me. But what I do is just basically slice through the foolishness, the junk, the things that are no longer serving you, the old software, the storage boxes. We go all the way to the back of that closet, back of that storage, and we go through each part. Nothing is left uncovered. And so when you do that, it's the only way that you can see the light, see a spacing, have clarity, and know what direction you're supposed to go in. Know what is following you spiritually, who your ancestors are, who your guides are, who your divine family is, and so forth, right? Once you have these directions, once you clear out, then you'll be able to see. And that's where the activation of self happens, the higher self. You know, your third eye begins to open up. Your chakras are more aligned and stable, and balance comes in. So then we're able to work on the outside of you, right? The physical, the matter, and so forth. And then helping you raising your consciousness higher. And through raising your consciousness higher, you're able to tap into the spacing of your higher self and your mission or your purpose, or even understanding why you're here. And when these things start to happen because you've cleared the past issues, I've seen with clients, their world begins to open, like so much opportunity, success, abundance, peace, happiness, joy, self-awareness, self-respect, self-worth. So much more begins to happen and unfolds rapidly. Why? Because you have made a decision in the universe to work on yourself. You've made a decision to wake up. You've made a decision that you are no longer going to live continuously the way you are. You are going to live through purpose, your dharma, right? And that is what I do. That is what I do. So I go from finding who you are, like I would do, like if you watch The Matrix, and something that Morpheus says is like, we got to find you. We got to track where you are. In reality, that's what I do. I got to find you. I got to track where you are. I got to see how you came here. I have to see where you went to, and understanding why you went there. What were you trying to get? What is it that you need to learn? What does your spirit need to learn? So I track you. I track you, and I also track your name. I track your numbers. I track your frequency. I track everything. And when you do this, this is how you're going to remember you. Remember the true you, okay? Not what you have been creating for these past years, right? But really finding your truth, right? And discovering it and becoming it fully, taking full responsibility for yourself. So that's my spiritual life coaching program. I have a 12-month program and a 6-month program. And if you want to know more, let me know. Just DM me at Najaam Lee. The other things I do is the intuitive reading and Reiki as well. And I also offer that in my spiritual life coaching programs. Like once anyone signs up, you get all that, like a full-on package. But separately, I do intuitive readings, and my intuitive readings are different. Intuitive tarot readings. Now, it's not just the third eye, but also I'm using cards, I'm using crystals, I'm using water, I'm using, what else do I use? Incense, fire. I love working with smoke. I love working with the air element and the fire element. And so I work in these things because they all speak. They all carry messages. They all show themselves when I do a reading. So a lot of times the cards may be down, but I'm looking somewhere else and I'm like, oh, okay. Or I see your ancestors come through and they'll show me pictorially what the message is. Sometimes it's whispers, sometimes, but most of the time it's visual. Most of the time it's visually them speaking to me pictorially because I pick up that faster. I do well with that when I'm able to see, right? And see clearly. So a lot of times I see them come in, or I really feel them come in first. And sometimes when a person signs up and they say they're going to do it intuitive reading, and maybe it's at 5 o'clock or something, your ancestors and your guides come to me before I have a session with you. They come with, yo, this is how she's feeling. This is what's been going on. This is what I've been seeing. I've been watching her. I've been watching him. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And they come with da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, thank God she came to you. And da-da-da-da-da. You know, there's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of like things that come through before I even meet you. And that is just a fun part for me. It's fun. It's interesting. It's awesome, you know, when they're looking and they have messages for you and they're tapping at you to like, I have a message for you. I have a message for you. I need you to go talk to somebody so I can deliver your message. And so once you do, the moment that you pay, because in exchange, right? A lot of people ask, well, why do you charge for these services? It's not so much a charge. It has nothing to do with the money. You have to, in universal law, do an exchange with universe. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just a vessel. So with that, your money is like a key you put in the door in the universe, that you're saying, you're making a decision to say, this is what I want. I need some answers. I need some insight. The exchange is showing your commitment, showing your responsibility to universe. And through that, it's an exchange. You've got to give something in order for it to open up to gain something. That's all that is. That's all that is. So it's not so much about, oh, you should be doing this for free. It has nothing to do with that. You have to exchange, right? If you were in person with me and say you didn't have, money or the currency that we use, you've got to give another currency. You got to give something. What is it what you would ask, what do you need that I can bring in exchange for this service, right? So you're going to barter with me. So whether it's like, hey, I need some groceries this week. All right, I'll buy the groceries. Or I need a bouquet of flowers for a prayer, for puja. Okay, I'll buy you a dozen roses. Or whatever is it that I need, or whatever is the exchange, so that it unlocks, right? It unlocks in the universe for you, because you're stepping into a responsibility of self. That's all that is. And so when you make those decisions to say, I'm working on myself, I need some insight on myself, they're like, and you do the exchange, they're jumping up and down. They're like, oh my God, she finally gets it. Oh my God, she's actually doing something. They're actually happy. They're actually like, yo, strolling into my house, and I'd be like, all right, who are you? So that's the fun part. Reiki, uh, Reiki, I think a lot of people think Reiki has to be in person. And the thing is, it doesn't. Reiki does not have to be in person. Reiki can be done anywhere that you're at. I can send it. The only thing I require when you ask for Reiki from me is that you find a space where you can chill, that you're not driving, that you're not doing something physical, that you're either lying down or sitting still to receive it, because my Reiki is strong. And when I mean strong, I've had clients, they don't listen and will be receiving my Reiki, and they in the car driving, and then they get a heavy dose of sleep, and it's like they're fighting, and the power of Reiki is so strong. You should not be operating any type of machinery. So I wanted to let you guys know, like, Reiki can be done anywhere that you are. You do not have to be like in person with me. All I need to know is the time and your full name, and I set it up and I focus on it at that time, and then I do it. So this is what I do for my clients. This is what is really easy. So majority of my clients will be for the Reiki, distance Reiki. I rarely do in-person Reiki, but the distance Reiki is really powerful, where it will go on for, a couple days. Like, I try to do it where you have that healing, steady stream of energy going to you for at least 24 to 48 hours is what I do. So that's the Reiki. And then the other thing that I do, the other service, is the spiritual classes. So I wanted you guys to tell me, like, what you wanted for that. Can you just give me 2 minutes, please? Thank you. So the spiritual classes that I do is just for learning. So for those that want to learn, get some basic understanding, get some like insight as to what the spirituality is all about. That's why I'm offering these classes, because many people have been asking me, and I really want to fulfill this. So we need about 5 people in the class. So if you're interested in doing that, we're just really trying to understand, like, for those that are wanting to learn about ancestry, direction of spirituality, and really not really looking at so much the systematic religion that's in place, but really going to the root of who you are or where you're coming from, then that's the direction I'm going with the classes. And so it will help you expand or give you like a foundation of what you're looking for. And then the basis of the classes is upon your questions. So really submitting your questions. It's going to be like a live classes. I'm not sure if I'm going to record it I'm still debating on that, but these will be super live classes where I'll be live with you and you can ask me questions directly and I will answer them for you right there. And I think that's really better, like for any pending questions that you have on things that you're confused about spiritually or not understanding why certain things happen. I always talk about aerial view. It's always important to look at the aerial view because when you're so close to certain information, you don't get the full spectrum of it. So it's always good to go up above it and learn from there. Then you can see a 360 all around of what it is. And that's the way I like to teach. It's the way I like to go of understanding words, understanding what they mean, understand how it goes with whatever question that you have. So if you're interested in doing that, I highly, highly encourage you to leave a comment below and I will message you, or DM me. If you're on Instagram, DM me at Najaam Lee and I will hit you back up right away. And so once I get a good amount of confirmation, at least 5 people that are serious, interested for classes like these, then I will set the date and open up those classes. About 8 weeks of learning. And every week we will come together, because I was thinking if we're doing this every day, but I don't want to do this every day because I want to be able to give assignments that you can work on for the week, and then we meet back the next week, so that by the end of the 8 weeks, you're not only gain information, but you've gained knowledge, you've gained direction, you gain tools, tips, and implement a lot of the strategies in order to build up your spiritual journey, your spiritual awareness. So that's what's important to me, that you receive those type of results that makes you stronger on your spiritual walk. And when you're strong on your spiritual walk, you can conquer basically anything in your life, because the first 2 steps are responsibility and integrity with self. And then you have the others that come behind that. But responsibility, integrity with self is super, super important while you're on this spiritual journey. So if you have any questions, let me know. I would gladly answer them for you. This is something that I do all day, every day. This is what I do, just research, meditate, go into these different parts, books upon books upon books, and just this is just my pathway. And so love to do classes like that for you guys. If you're interested, just hit me up right after this video and I definitely will talk with you more. All right, guys, so love you. Have a great day. Check out my website, najaamlee.com, or for any of the services that I said earlier before, just go to my link in my bio that says book now and just click on it. It's an easy app that you can use, and all the services will be there, and decide what you would like to do, and it will just follow you through the steps. Okay, book now on my Instagram page, and or go to my website, najaamlee.com. Love you. Have a great day, and I will talk to you in another video.